today I'm going to be breaking down one of the easiest strategies here at Townhall 16 so you can 3-star any base. So this army composition probably doesn't get any simpler than this one right here. That is going to be 10 Electro Titans. Yep, that's our only troop. The Siege Barracks, King, Queen, and Grand Warden, Royal Champion, a few invisibility spells, the Earthquake spells, and a Rage and a Freeze. And that is it. It's super simple. And we're going to be bringing in lots and lots of 3-stars with it. So let's jump in and break it down. Of course, because we have the 8 Earthquake spells, we're going to be using 4 of them at a time to open up those wall sections. The first lot going to be coming in right here. The second lot going to be coming in right here. Now remember, typically you're going to want to try and catch as many buildings with those Earthquake spells as possible as well, just to take down some nice damage on them, so your Electro Titans can push through the base nice and quickly. Honestly, the start to this attack was done so quickly, I wasn't really able to make a full tutorial on it, so we'll definitely break it down in the next one. But you guys can see the Queen coming in from that top section of the base with the Siege Barracks. We have the King over here on this right hand side with the RC. And then the main portion of our Electro Titans going to be pushing through the core of this base with the help of the Grand Warden and his double tome ability. RC with the Electro Boots going to be coming in from that right hand side of the base. We have an invisibility spell helping to protect our Electro Titans as they progress through onto the back end. We're going to see a couple of Yetis coming out of that Siege Barracks. RC going to be protected with our last spell. We have the Hog Puppet coming out on her as well. Few heroes to try and contend with potentially on the back end, but it's not going to be the heroes that are going to stop us, because this is going to be a 3-star. So honestly, 1 minute 30 for an attack is absolute insanity. I'll pause things up and break it down a little bit better in this next one. So jumping in to the second example, this time rather than the Siege Barracks, it looks like we're going to be bringing in that log launcher, but we do still have the 8 Earthquake spells. Let's keep an eye though this time on our Queen. We're going to be bringing one lot of Earthquake spells over here and the second over here, so using them to open up pretty much the entirety of this base. Queen's going to be coming in, firing her giant arrow all the way through the core. Typically you're going to want to do it either from one side, like one corner, or the other, so it can go all the way through the base. Remember, try and avoid activating that Town Hall if at all possible though. We do have the King with the Siege Barracks, so it looks like we switched back to the Siege Barracks on this one, coming in from that bottom section of the base with a couple of troops right there. Looks like 1 or 2 E-Titans, and the rest are going to be pushing right into the core. The RC going to be joining up on this one. We're going to be using the Grand Warden ability pretty early, to be honest, just so we can get that healing effect for as long as possible. Invisibility spells are going to come in not only to protect up our Royal Champion, but also to protect our Electro Titans, taking down the Town Hall right there. Queen still going strong, RC still with her ability in hand as well. That can go ahead and get popped off to help her protect her through the monolith here on the back end. Hopefully not quite. Yeah, the Hogs pretty much instantaneously died right there, but the Queen's still going to be coming in from that left hand side of the base if she can get through the enemy Barbarian King. We have plenty of Electro Titans left up in this one. Looks like we still have the Grand Warden, the King, as well as a couple of Yetis, which of course would have came out of that Siege Barracks. So this one honestly is probably one of the easiest strategies you guys could do. You're going to just create that funnel with your Queen, with your King, your Siege Barracks. You're then going to go ahead, use the 8 Earthquake spells in obviously 4 in 2 different locations, and then you're just going to spam your troops, protect them with the invisibility spells, and watch the 3-stars roll in. So we have one more example, let's hop on over. So here is that third and final example, actually going to be switching things up ever so slightly, bringing in a couple of super wall breakers just to help support our troops a little bit, as well as an Ice Golem. There are the 8 Earthquake spells going to be coming on through. There is the giant arrow from that Queen. Remember, of course, you want to try and get your hero abilities and equipment up as high as you possibly can. Siege Barracks going to be coming in from that top section of the base. On this one, it looks like that King is going to be pushing through into the core. We of course had the Ice Golem going out in front, a couple of super wall breakers just to open up those first few compartments, and then we can make our progress all the way through into the core of this base. Using that Eternal Infernal Tome and the Healing Tome in combination. Of course, as we get into those really heavy centralized compartments with the scatter shots, the Inferno Towers, the Town Hall, the Monolith, anything like that, you're going to want to try and protect your troops as much as you possibly can. Those Electro Titans, of course, can take a lot of damage, so you're going to want to protect them with the help of things like the invisibility spells. That actually lets us take down the Town Hall right there. This one potentially could have been slightly closer if we had not been able to secure it, but the Royal Champion going to push on through from this right hand side. You guys can see we're just going to speed along proceedings a little bit here, because why not? We know how this one is going to pan out. The RC with the Electro Boots making her way into the core of the base. Unfortunately, now we don't have any spell support, so we're going to have to go ahead, pop down her ability. Hopefully that's going to be enough to get us through this monolith, because we don't have too many other troops left up in this one. Unfortunately though, it looks like she is going to lose that fight against the monolith, and it's going to be up to the couple of P.E.K.K.A.s and the Yetis left up on the back end of this one. Luckily for us though, it looks like we had plenty of time. The monolith going to go down right there, the Expo goes down as well, and now we just need to watch these troops batter on a wall for all of like 30 seconds, and they're going to finish off that air defense and bring in that 3-star. So if you guys did enjoy this video and you want to try out this strategy, the link of course is down in the description. I really do appreciate all of the support on the channel recently, and I hope to catch you guys in the next video. Peace.